back to the 5am Files, and today I want to talk about sacrifice versus balance. Now, how much is too much when chasing goals? Little simple question, some people say. Some people will think, there is a limit. And I will tell you, there isn't. It's never too much. Because, put it this way, your goals, dreams, aspirations, in one sense, from what we know, is a purpose. A inner deep purpose. Everyone's purpose is different. And what is the purpose of life? At least one thing we know is to your purpose. Whatever your purpose is, it's been given to you. It's been vested upon you for you to complete and achieve. Right? So if your purpose, requires you to go above and beyond, there is no too much. Too much doesn't exist for your life. Your purpose is your purpose of living, right? So why would chasing that purpose be too much? No, it's never too much for what you need. This is your meaning. This is your reason for life, okay? You can have multiple purposes, okay? But why would you do too much for your purpose? You can't do too much. This was what you were put here for. Okay, that burning desire in your heart isn't something that's going to ask you to do too much. You can't do too much of your purpose. Okay? You can't do too much. So, in my eyes, there is no balance. It's pure sacrifice in the sense of, are you willing to do too much? There is no willing to do too much. That's for things that you don't want to do. That's for things that aren't your purpose. Everything else, yes, you can do too much of. But your purpose, okay? Your multiple purposes, your purpose. You can't do too much of your purpose. Because that is what you were here for. That's the whole reason for your being. How can you do too much? How can you do too much of what you were put on this planet to do? That's your purpose. It's really that simple. How are you going to say, I need balance? No, there's no balance with your purpose. And you wouldn't even think it's too much because your purpose, you would love it, you would desire it. You'd be like, this is the shit I live for. And when you say, this is the shit I live for, towards your purpose, do you think you're going to be like, I'm doing too much? No. You're going to be like, this is not enough. It's never going to feel like too much. It's actually always going to feel like too little, because to you, it's everything. To you, it feels so awesome and perfect. You're not going to ever think it's too much. You're always going to think it's too little because you want more, because this is your purpose. It's that, how more simple can it get? That's it. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow for the next day of the 5am Files.